Are you just always in shape to do a triathlon?
Yeah.
I like to say stay in relative shape, but I feel like it's the older I get, the more difficult it is to be in like aesthetic shape. Like I'm in incredible shape right now, but aesthetically, if I took my shirt off, I would people would be like, "Do you really work out?" So the other day, so I'm 42 now, and Orange Theory is like a competition based. They have like challenges. So the other day it was the mile challenge. So people will, get on the treadmill and try and run a mile as fast as they can. So the best you can run is putting it on 12 miles an hour, and it's a 5-minute mile. So I got there, put it on 12, and ran a 5-minute mile. I've done it before, so I kind of knew that I would do it. People that are 12, 15 years younger than me can't run a 5-minute mile. So then I thought, like, how much of it is mental and how much of it is physical? So it's basically cut into two halves. The first half is like the first set of people do it. There's only 15 treadmills. So 15 people do it. Second half, the other 15 people do it. And so I was like, if I could just convince myself mentally to do another 5-minute mile, like I would feel like I I'll use a David Goggins quote, like took these people's souls. Like if I could run next to a guy who's 15 years younger than me and beat him in the mile after I already ran the mile in 5 minutes, I would steal their soul. And so I was like, all right, well, all I have to do is like convince myself mentally, because I know that physically that like my body is capable of doing it because I just did it. So, but I was, obviously a little bit tired. So I did it again, and I'm thinking the whole time I just talk shit to myself the whole time and like beat myself up mentally. Like, if your son was here, would he still think that you were, like a good person if you like quit on this? And I like mentally mess with myself.
What?
To like be like, and then I'm like, no, and I'm just booking it, like sweating and dying on the treadmill. But I did it. So
Wow.
I don't even know why I got on that, but yeah.
Josh, I feel like
That's pretty savage.
Yeah.
That's pretty savage.
My whole goal is like when I'm there is like, so they break everything down into like 20 to 29 year olds, 30 to 39 year olds, 40 to 49 year olds, and 50 to 59, and then 60 plus.
Yeah.
And so they do an overall winners, like first, second, third, but then they also do like first, second, third of each age group. So I always try to be like in the top. Well, I always try to be the top, but I don't always do it, but I try and just dominate the 20s and 30-year-olds just so I feel good about like the competition and like trying to be a savage and take their souls. But like, that's what I got. So the whole workout thing, like I just, it's just harder to be like fit.
Oh my gosh, dude, this explains so much.
Yeah.
Not about you, but it's like when I go to my own gym, I go to a CrossFit gym, and it's like some of these guys are just like, 35 plus, they're in just so much better shape than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not even in bad shape at all. These guys are just in like compound effect.
Because
like,
they
incredible.
see Father Time coming for them, man, and they're like, we don't accept it.
They have so much more to fight for. I don't know, dude. It's like mental toughness.
Yeah.
I feel like you just develop more of it over time, and it's just like a specific breed.
I think you start to realize how much more important it is than actually like what you think your body is capable of. You start to, because I think like these guys that are in the gym with me, I mean, they're in like looking at them, you'd be like, holy shit, these guys are fantastic, Yeah. But then when it comes down to it, they let their mind get broken down by, once you get that ounce of like negativity, let it creep in, you're done.
Yeah.
You are done. I mean, that's what happens. It just, if you're constantly whatever works for you. Like I talk smack to myself. That works for me. But like if you're like, I can do it. There's nothing that's going to stop me from doing it. And if you're constantly saying that, you can't be broken. Yeah. But once you let the negativity creep in that 1 second, like, oh, I'm just going to reduce the speed on this next mile. You're done. You might as well stop running. Yeah. You're done. Yeah.
Did you grow up playing sports?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I grew up with 3 brothers. So like we played sports all the time. My biggest sport was basketball. Okay. But I played basketball, football, soccer, taekwondo, like anything that was keeping us like active and, not fighting each other basically. Mm-hmm. But those were like the big ones. Yeah. It's a little t-ball, but not a whole lot. Mostly soccer, basketball, and football.
Did you always have like that mindset when it came to like, gotta just push through it, grind through it, and no bit of negativity? It's like, you ever watch like Free Solo, Alex Honnold?
Oh yeah.
It's just like that guy will not let any bit of negativity enter in his mind. He's like, I'm not falling off this mountain. Like, I'm just not. Like, there's no possible freaking way that I'm gonna fall.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there are certain levels of it, where he is on a completely different level, which is why they're making documentaries about him, right? They're not making documentaries about me, about my 5-minute mile on a treadmill. Like people, I actually, the first time I did it, because it was when I first started there, and I ran the first mile at like 6.5 minutes the first time I did it. And I was like, man, wouldn't it be great if I could do 5? So it was always my goal to do 5. So the first time I did 5, I was super excited. So of course I put it on Instagram, and the first comment is something like, oh, well, what could you do it outside? And it's like, come on, man. I just did something that was so difficult for me. And the first thing that somebody says is like,
try to put you down.
Well, try to but that's what it's all about, man. Like people, whatever. But you let the negativity creep in and then you're done. So I just try and keep in shape. So I think that what you asked was, are you always in shape? You're always in shape enough to do a triathlon. Probably not to do a triathlon, but I'm always in enough shape to do probably more than the average person.
To take some souls.
Yeah.
How many days a week are you working out?
Always 5, sometimes 6. But if I work out 5 and I don't work out the 6, I'll do like 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups or something like that. Not in a row, but I just like to stay in shape. Yeah. 1, because my girlfriend is significantly younger than me, and 2, I had my son when I was 40 years old, so I'd like to be around, for a long time to see him, evolve into an adult. So try and keep in good shape.